Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Thanksgiving edition of Thoughts Express. My name is T, and I'll be your host for today. We're currently live on all social media platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at joyous.productions. Make sure to give us a follow and subscribe to all our social media accounts so you don't miss out on any of these live shows. And in case you miss out on the live show, you can watch the entire discussion on our YouTube channel at joyous.productions. If you want to be on the show, DM joyous on Instagram, and we would be happy to have you on the show. Before introducing everyone on the podcast, let's take a quick break.
Right there.
Oh my god! Bro, I know what you just No.
As I stated earlier, my name is T, and I'll be a host for today's show. You can follow me on IG at just_T43. And we're going to go around from my right and then to the next person. I want everyone to introduce yourselves and give your Instagram.
Hi, everyone. My name is Stacy, and my Instagram is Queen with the X instead of a U, Stacy1.
Hi, my name is Joyous. My Instagram handle is joyous with 2 E's _.
Hi, I'm Elsie, and my Instagram is Elsie_Ejua.
Hello, I'm Fabiola. I won't want my Instagram out there.
Hello. I'm Yao. Instagram handle is YOWUSU6.
And like I said, this is our Thanksgiving Talk podcast. And our topic for today is, what's your gratitude story? Unraveling stories of how single acts of kindness transforms lives and unexpected heroes. We're going to talk about the essence of gratitude and the importance of gatherings. I'm your host, and today we explore the true meaning of Thanksgiving. So my first question, what is Thanksgiving, and why do we celebrate Thanksgiving? Why is there a Thanksgiving celebration? If you want.
So when it comes to Thanksgiving, it is that special day because there's always a time to celebrate, not celebrate, but like socialize with like your friends and your family. But Thanksgiving is that day that you want to take in that moment to like appreciate everything you have, everyone that you have, all the food that you have on the table, the fact that you have a roof over your head. So yeah, that's like that special day you want to, really take it all in.
Yeah.
And I think it's also because, like with the whole year coming to an end, like there's a lot of people that, they work a lot, they stay busy. So like, again, the year coming to an end, it's more like, come together, share your, ideas or like what you've been through and like just relax, and just have fun. And that's how it is.
I think that's the main message behind Thanksgiving. Yeah. To just gather family and friends, your circles together, and just basically it's a day to experience or like just to celebrate gratitude. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And just to be thankful for everything.
Because, we're all not here forever. So it's like whatever chance you get, you got to make the best use out of it. And that one day can, change a person's life. So you never know.
Yeah.
You never know if there is going to be a next time.
Yep.
I feel like looking back at its history, it's also a day to like appreciate the people around you. Mm-hmm. Because obviously you don't know when you're going to see them next as well. Yeah. So I feel like this day it's truly there to like appreciate like your loved ones and people close to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The history behind Thanksgiving is very tragic. But like you said, the main thing we can get from it is just to be appreciative of what we have and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna move on to the next question.
Wait, actually, I have something to say.
Okay.
I heard someone saying we should actually cancel Thanksgiving because basically Thanksgiving was the day where the white people got together, had a little celebration after they took over the land. So what do you think about that situation?
So the history behind that, it was actually before they did that. When the European settlers sat down with the Native Americans after their first harvest, and they celebrated for 3 days. Basically, they were thanking the Native Americans for welcoming them into their lands and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what happened after was,
I don't think we should cancel it. I mean, that was back then, they're doing what they're doing, but now like the reason or like
Change the reason.
yeah, it's behind what was behind it. It's not like, hey, we're gonna eat because we know we conquered this and we did that. It's more like like we said earlier, bringing people together, sharing our ideas and just appreciating our loved ones, that are close to us. So
And even if it was to be canceled, I feel like we should still take a day out of the year to use that time to give thanks to everyone and spend time with your family.
I mean, you have Christmas though, so
I feel like
Christmas is a different purpose.
Yeah.
It's gift
Yeah.
giving. You know
Christmas
what I mean?
is the birth of Jesus.
No,
it's not. It's actually-
we'll get to that later. But I feel like also Thanksgiving is also like a day of grieving as well for the ones that weren't there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's also another reason why I feel like it shouldn't be canceled. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's also a day we celebrate our differences. Yes, because looking at the story of it, like, right, we're living in the present, so we're trying to put that back behind us and like just appreciate the present and like live in it.
Good answer.
Yeah. We're gonna move on to our next question. Why do we invite friends over for Thanksgiving? As in, what made you want to invite your friend over, and what created that bond? Or what did your friend do for you which makes you want them over?
I grew up with my friends, so I mean, it's kind of just like like our similarities. It's like we share so much that like if they're not there, like like if they're not next to you, like in that type of day, it's like it doesn't feel right. Like you're like enjoying by yourself, or like having fun by yourself, and like that person that you trust the most, or that person that you're so close to, is not there to enjoy it with you. So I think that's why we invite our friends and like our close ones.
Yeah, and also to be again thankful for them,
Yep.
as the day says, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Giving thanks because friends and family, most of them, have our backs during our ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? And you guys are always on like, even though you're both like individuals, you guys always come together, and like you said, similarities. And I feel like, we should be grateful for them, and we should be thankful for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they help us through our.
Because some friends are like, well, like what they would do for you, like you can't even do like half of it, and like
Facts,
like
bro.
we got Kev, like,
Bro,
like
like, shout out.
He
man.
would
Shout out, Kev.
he would lay down for you, like do anything you want. Having a close friend to like share stuff with and like be close to is very good. So like in that time of like that day, like they should be next to you and like enjoy it together.
Yeah. Also, to add on to that, when it comes to friends, there are people who are just your friend because they need something, or they're not really truly your friend. So the people that that are really your friends, that really stick with you, that really like, encourage you to do better, who are still sticking with you through your like, when you're going through it, that's when you really want to celebrate, because people nowadays, you really want to celebrate with
crazy
your
world.
friends.
Like people will laugh right in your face and just go talk.
Talk
And
about
go
you behind your back.
Yo,
Create rumors about you.
like rumors
Yeah.
that.
Whole other conversation.
Some people have been through it over here.
Yo,
No, literally.
nah, but
So, Thanksgiving, you want to invite them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just think that because of like college, everybody's like really far away from each other.
Yeah.
And Thanksgiving can be a day where we all just get caught up with our life. Like, what is this person doing? So it's like good to invite good friends.
It's also good to create memories because you never know what's going to happen the next day.
Yeah,
What happened with
that's true.
somebody.
I mean, I don't know about on that day because we just chop. So maybe I mean,
Food is good too.
But,
On
like-
Thanksgiving.
Okay, I feel like African and Thanksgiving is still different from like African American and Thanksgiving.
how so?
Like
break
I
it down
mean,
for me.
with African, you probably was like jollof and like, you know, other.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
food
yeah,
wise,
yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
food
Yeah,
wise,
but
for
like
sure.
with
Yeah.
Yeah, we be throwing down. You feel me? Got the jollof, wache, fried
Yeah.
rice. What you talking about?
Yeah, I think Africans is mostly food, but like you know, this like African American, I think like it's more like
Family.
food, family, games. Like we just
Yeah.
focused on the food when we come
We're
in.
just focused on the
Like,
once
food
the
and
food
I feel like there's a little bit of
House
family in
Oh,
there
yeah,
too.
I mean,
like-
a
yeah,
lot
but
of
like
that.
A little bit.
the food makes us happy.
0.5.
yeah,
The food
facts.
makes us happy.
Facts. So we're gonna go on to the next question. How do you show gratitude to someone when they do something for you?
A simple thank you goes a long way.
Yo, facts.
does.
Thank you.
A
You gotta
simple
mean the
thing.
thank you though.
Mm-hmm.
And some
You have
people,
to mean the thank
yeah, you have to like because people can tell when you're being grateful and when you're not being grateful.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
like, come on. A simple thank you goes a long way. Like, guys, like, I don't know. Some people just feel so entitled. Sometimes it's like when you do something for them, they expect you to do it for them, even though it's like out of the goodness of your heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's like, dang, now you don't even want to do it for that person anymore. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, the whole thing is just,
I feel like facial expression also like matters when you're gifting someone something. If I'm giving something to you and you're smiling, I'll probably give you more next time. But like if I'm giving something, you're like looking at me weird or mean. I'm
Or
like,
grabbing it or something.
yes, like
Having it.
oh, and I hate when when I give something to my brother and the next thing I see it's on the floor. Oh my god, that
Oh,
like
yeah.
pisses me off so bad.
it's like, dang, why did I give it to you in the first
Right,
place?
right.
Yeah.
Oh, you just want the person to like value what
Yeah.
you like
Mm-hmm.
give to them.
Yeah.
I mean, another way you can show gratitude is to make sure, like, when they need help, you're there for them too.
Like even if you can't like do what they're asking you to do, try to find like something to replace. Like, oh, I don't think I can do this. Can I maybe do this instead? You know.
Yeah.
And I add on to what she said, like I feel like your presence is well like you just being there. You must not necessarily like give something to the person, but like you just being there physically for the person helps a lot as well.
Yeah, really. Or even just lending an ear in their times of trouble too is like a form of gratitude.
Yeah, and we do have friends like that. Like they're just there to hear you out. Like
Yeah.
you don't go out with them. You don't like talk on a daily basis. Like when you need me, just come talk to me.
Yeah.
I'm here. So yeah.
Yeah. But some people take that for granted.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this guy, oh, he's okay. Whatever I say, he will do it.
Yeah, facts. Like it's like, bro, like, yeah. Which moves on to the next question. Do you believe in the idea that if you do something for good for someone, you should expect nothing in return? Why or why not?
I feel like you should not be expecting nothing in return because like that just shows that you're not really showing gratitude. In a way, you're rather showing like greed. Like you're saying, oh, let me just do this because I know I'm going to get something back. Let me just do this because I want some, like, you know, that's just like changing the whole meaning of gratitude. You want to do it from your heart. Doing something from your heart should not be making you want to expect something in return.
Yeah.
But there should also be a balance because if you're always saying yes to someone all the time, they might take advantage of it. So you should set some boundaries. Like, don't go out of your way if you know you can't do something for someone, especially if they're not going to appreciate it.
By the way, the comment section is open, so feel free to drop any comments. I'm saying any opinions, any questions. Yeah.
And I feel like giving to someone, you should not expect anything because it's a choice for you to like help the person or not. So if you decide to like help the person, you like don't put it in the back of your mind you're gonna get anything, and you feel like if you feel like the person is appreciative, I feel like that's enough. You could just do like what you can be able to do. Yeah.
Okay, so what about what about if you're giving to family? Like it's your family, so like do you want them to say oh thank you or like stuff like that? What do you guys think about that? Like,
I mean, just
You're
feel
helping, and then
saying
everybody's
thank
winning.
you, expecting someone to say thank you is completely different from actually expecting something in return when you're doing something for them. Like, of course, anybody would want you to say thank you if they're like, you know, doing something for you. But like the fact that you are expecting like literally something, yeah, but no.
yeah, like Elsie said earlier, like a thank you goes a long way.
Yeah, but like even expecting thank you is also expecting them to say thank you. So that's just like you have an
I
expectation.
feel like saying thank you is just basic respect. Like
Yeah.
if you
It's
get something
common
from
sense.
anyone,
Like, imagine-
just say thank you.
Imagine I give you something, and then you just look at it, and then you just
Walk away.
I'll be like,
I'm like,
Okay.
okay, give it back to me. Like,
Right.
what's the point? You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
we got a comment on YouTube from Max Webler. He says, "I feel like in as much as we don't want to expect something, we kind of wish they would do something good to
Yeah.
us."
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
all
I feel like
that
that's
I'm
normal.
saying, like, don't mind me. Like, I actually had moments where I'd done something good for someone, and I'm like, okay, maybe I'm gonna get something in return. Maybe, but like, I just kind of try to discipline myself to like not always think that. So
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's hard because like
It
you
is.
don't want to think that, but like
but you
Yeah, I kinda-
you just naturally
Yeah,
think
I feel like let's say it's your birthday, right? And way before your birthday, you've been gifting your friends a bunch of things, right? On your birthday, you expect to be gifted.
Yeah.
Imagine if you got nothing. Like,
You'd be kind of hurt, but
Yeah.
like in a sense where not necessarily that I want something back for like me giving them something. Just it's my birthday, like I'm your friend. Wait,
Don't
and
You know
that's
what I'm
what
saying?
Don't
that's
come
what
empty-handed.
you're talking about, like the discipline. Like if you know like what you did was out of your heart, like I mean it's whatever, you know who you are. So like at the end of the day, you give. So you not expecting anything back does not make you like a bad person. It's just that's who you are.
That's just how it is.
knowing that you show like you're showing gratitude to someone, you would want someone to show gratitude to yourself.
Yeah.
That's not being selfish or anything like that.
Another comment from Max Webler. He says, "When I do something for Bill Gates, like he should do something for me."
absolutely. Like,
But why would you do something for
Well,
Bill Gates?
why?
He got it.
Did Bill Gates really needed that something, or did
Yeah.
you choose like, oh, Bill Gates is rich, let me just do something for him, and
that
then be
makes
like,
sense.
yeah, let me get something back.
But you see,
Like at this point, like you
behind
just
Yeah,
you're like bait. It's like bait. Like you're
You're
gonna get something out of
basing
it to like
off-
you're gonna put something in.
like what you did for Bill Gates, would you do that same thing for a homeless person?
No.
True.
yeah, but like I feel like giving thing comes in many forms other than like, yeah, Bill Gates has everything, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, like maybe he wants to just talk to someone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just wants to, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he just wants to just sit down and have a dinner with his family. Or
Watch him watch this thing and be like, ooh, they talking.
nah, but yeah, I don't know. It's just,
Well, another comment from Mufasa.
hey, Mufasa.
He said, "If you do something for someone and expect something in return, I think you shouldn't do it at all."
Ooh. Repeat that one more time.
If you do something for someone and expect something in return, I think you shouldn't do it at all.
Say it louder in the back. Nah, I'm kidding.
I highly agree because, like I said, if you are expecting something in return, you did not do that off of gratitude. You did that off of greed. Yeah,
Shots.
Creed.
fire.
Anyone have any other opinions?
No.
Before we move on?
Wait, what was the question again? I totally
The comment?
No, the question.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, the question was, do you believe in the idea that if you do something good for someone, you should expect nothing in return? Why or why not?
Oh, okay. Oh, I have nothing to say.
You have nothing to say?
Just wanted to hear the question.
Comments keep coming.
Okay, let's
Max
hear 'em.
Webler. I do something for God. I know He for bless me. That's why.
You're still alive. Isn't that a blessing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I think for God.
Wait, you're doing something for God?
you can't do something for God. Don't
Yes, you can.
Giving. That's the whole topic.
giving
No,
for
but
God.
that's not for God. That's like
What do you mean? It's not.
that's what you're supposed to do as
Yeah.
as a person. Like
Like,
what I'm saying?
it's not 'cause that means you don't want to do it. It's just you're doing it sake of somebody else. That means you didn't want to do it in the first place then. So
I feel like
So-
we do things for God, but like I really cannot pinpoint. I'm thinking so.
Yeah,
I do it.
some-
I do it.
Ow.
For
I mean,
God
other
to
than
bless
praise and
me.
worship,
Okay, so it is for God.
praising and worship him would be maybe something that technically is for God. But like other than that, you know what I'm saying? God gives us so much already. Like the fact that we have our 4 limbs and we're talking, breathing, all the hearing, seeing. It's like, yo, like what else?
Slings on everything.
Oh,
You
okay.
know,
Oh, okay.
sake of God.
Yeah.
In that case, you should be doing something for God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
praising and worshiping him and trying to just form that relationship with him, that connection with him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's important.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Before we move on, any more opinions, comments, questions?
Okay.
No, we got.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah. I just
Okay.
I wanted to say that for me, I really do not want to have like expectation for things. I feel like whenever I have expectation for things, they never go the way that I want it to. So if I'm gifting someone something, I'm just gonna not have expectation. What if it turn out something that I'm not really want it. You know, I don't want to be feeling hurt at the end. So
Yeah, I agree.
I just cancel the expectation.
Yeah, I'm that type of person. I just, like I'm not.
So
like,
lower your expectations, basically.
No
expectations.
No expectations.
Like I don't expect anything back at the end of the day.
Y'all don't feel it subconsciously, like dang, like
No,
not at all.
that's just how I am.
I guess.
Yeah.
Because like if you're giving to someone that like doesn't give to you as much, I'm like, oh man, I kind of wish they did something for me, but I'm not thinking as if like, oh, if I'm giving this person this thing, I'm doing it because I want them to give it something back. But like in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, I want someone to show the same kind of like gratitude towards me.
Yeah, as long as you show appreciation, I'm good. It's, at the end of the day, like we're all here to benefit off of each other. So
and being kind to everyone in general, not just like family and friends.
Yep.
Like that's also like a part of being like a believer in God.
If you have it and like, hey, I don't need it at the moment, somebody's really in need of it.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt to give it.
Not to quote scripture or anything.
Quote that thing.
No, but Jesus was talking about how there's certain people that will be allowed into the kingdom and all that. And he talked about how like there was a certain group of people he allowed in the kingdom, and they asked why they were being let into the kingdom, and he was like, oh, because you sheltered me, you listened to me, you supported me, you were kind to me and all that kind of stuff. And they were like, we weren't kind to you, you know what I'm saying? Like we would have known it was you. But he was like, no, because you helped each other out, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even the people that were unkind to you, you know what I'm saying? And by doing so, you helped me out. Well, not like God needs any help, but basically it's representation of, you know what I'm saying, who God is and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Comment just dropped from Tori. Expecting nothing in return makes whatever you have worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever you give worthwhile.
I hardly agree.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Shout out Tori.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy Tori. Or girl.
Same person. Let's go with the person.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next question. How do cultural and societal influences shape our way of helping people? And how do we show gratitude?
I feel like social media today is very big on like having not a lot of stuff, but like having a lot of money and having a lot of the expensive things. So I feel like some like social influence can kind of have a negative impact towards helping people because they're gonna put that idea that, oh, if I do this for you, you got to do this for me. Mm-hmm. So I think you should kind of step away from that because social media kind of has some bad influences on basic like respect for other people.
Oh yeah.
So I have a question. Mm-hmm. So like for example, he's been in a lot of controversy recently, but Mr. Beast.
Oh, I was gonna say
like the way he's always giving out and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time he's getting content from it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on that?
Are you like doing it out of your heart or are you doing it for people?
I think he's doing it out of his heart.
Like because some people like it's a very controversial thing because they feel like, oh, he's gaining something from that because like I was having this conversation yesterday.
I mean, back to that comment where it says if you give, you're gonna, whatever it says, expecting nothing in return makes whatever you give worthwhile. So it's just the blessing that he's reaping from it, in my opinion.
And it's not like the people that were in those videos is like they didn't say they said yes to it. So it's like, why is everybody? I don't know. I just feel like societal influence is like social media is like the way it's been shaped. It's like you can't do something good without backlash.
Yeah,
because they think at the end of the day you out to get somebody or like you're doing it for your own gain. But like, it's not.
The guy cured 1,000 blind people. I'm like.
I feel like with Mr. Beast, for like, I think he's doing it from like his heart, like genuinely doing it. The reason why his account is getting more people, it's because he's giving out more.
He's giving
like
out more.
The more he gets the views and the money that he gets, the more he also give it out.
Yeah.
But then the content, it's his style. So he's gonna show it to the world. Then he would get money. Then he also give it out again. It's like give it out, get it, give it out.
And he was also talking about how sometimes he doesn't even gain like any profit in return. Mm-hmm. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Which goes to show like he's not doing it mainly for the content. I mean, the content is a bonus.
It's even helping people to know that there's good in the world. So like it can push a person like, hey, maybe I should do this. Yeah, exactly. I'm helping people at the end of the day.
And also another thing is social media is like you were saying, you need to have a lot of money. For like social media is like has been built in a way that like you need a lot of money to help people. You know what I'm saying? Or to be kind to people. And I think that's so like wrong on so many levels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That is a negative thing because you don't need, honestly, like giving $5 to the homeless person like on the street means more than anything to them.
You can even use your words on social
And your
media.
words, exactly.
Like,
Giving doesn't
encourage
always have to
words.
be a tangible item.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Words, your presence.
Like sometimes some people, like I've had multiple people come up to me just to have a conversation, you know what I'm saying, to better their day.
I'm telling you, that goes a long way. Like, you would think the most littlest things like would not like make a great benefit to somebody, but like it
You have
does.
no
So
idea,
you have no
yeah.
idea what's gonna happen.
Like
So,
some people be going through it for real.
like just a hi, hey, how are you doing today? It goes a long way.
Or even a smile. If you're like someone that's not really the type of person that just goes talking to people that you like never seen or you never knew, at least like smile. You never know. Like a smile could go a long way for somebody.
Yeah.
I feel
Oh.
like, and add on to what you say, I work where I work. I get to like,
no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I get to like talk with people,
Mhm.
and I've gotten a lot of like, to know people just through that smiling, just making up their day. I feel like it makes a great impact.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I have something to say though. I saw a
Mm-hmm.
video, right? Where this guy goes around and give girls flowers. Then he goes back and collects the flowers.
Wait, what?
Like he gives girls flowers, right? Then he would go back and I'm like, oh sorry, I didn't mean to give it to you. And he would collect the flowers.
That's messed up.
Yeah, he just wants
what's-
clout.
That's messed. That's
I
like,
feel
what's
he
the
just
point
wants
of that?
clout. He's just
Content.
Because if
See-
someone walked up to me and gave me a flower, it would make my day. But
Right?
taking it back, I'm gonna be like, what? Why?
See,
So
that's
what,
the
does he like give you the reason behind why?
No,
he's taking-
he would like just give you the flowers. Then like 2 minutes later, he like literally come back and
I feel like
get
it's
it.
content.
that's yeah. See, that's the thing. Now
Yeah,
nowadays
now that's
people
for your own benefit.
nowadays
People be doing it
like a
for
lot of like social media creators, like they tend to go towards the content rather than the message. You feel me? And I feel like that's bad on so many levels. Like
I think that's like the one of the reasons why you really can like pinpoint if this person is giving out of like their heart or they're just giving it for the content. Like if I see someone going out giving food to homeless people, like I get it, it's cute and all, but like is that person really doing that or like?
See, like if you post it like once or a couple times, like yeah, I'll understand that you're trying to spread awareness, but you're literally making like your entire like I don't know, like you're like you are
it's based
taking
on
a
that.
video of every single thing that you do. It's gonna make you look like you're just trying to get like views.
And there is a consequence to that. Like going back to scripture. Don't let your left hand know.
Thomas.
Chill out.
Continue.
Don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. You know what I'm saying? And like that's the negative connotation that you get from like, oh, you're doing this, like, and then when you turn the camera off, then you're like, yo, can I get that back? You know what I'm saying? It's like stuff like that. It's like
That's embarrassing.
that's embarrassing.
messed
And
up.
first of all, like, yeah, like you just ruined that person's day.
Yeah.
Going back to the last question, the last scenario.
Uh-huh.
Mufasa said, "You can't do anything for God. Everything we do is like an appreciation for what
Thank
has
you,
rather
Mufasa.
done for us."
Yeah.
I appreciate
And
that.
he also says, "Don't expect, just accept. You're gonna go far with that."
Yeah.
More
That's
comments.
good.
I
Shout
think this
out.
one ties into the what we're talking about now.
Okay.
Max Webler says, "I feel like back home you willingly help the old people and such, but when I came to the States, I was told that they can call the police on you and stuff like
Fact.
that.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you're
yeah.
trying to help them.
Yeah, and I
For
feel like
helping?
On the
for help-
homeless?
Yeah. No, on the
Oh, old
homeless.
people?
Yeah.
Helping old people.
Actually, I heard that if you give money to the homeless people, right, and the police sees you, they can literally arrest you.
Really?
Who said that?
I don't know if that is true or not. I do not know.
But
But
why?
I-
Now don't die.
Because what? Like, yeah, at that point, yeah, Charlie, I'm in
Wait,
prison
so
for life.
why?
Like, what?
Why?
Right, that is the question. Like, why?
So $1 can end me in jail. Me giving that.
But imagine
Okay.
if we was giving that dollar to the police officer.
Yeah,
You think you're gonna go to
like,
jail?
You feel
Nah.
me?
Oh, that's bribery. So I think you would definitely go to jail. For that.
Yes,
No,
If you're giving it to a
you're doing
police
a good
officer?
job. You're doing a good job. Take $1.
Tipping.
Not a bribe.
No.
The police.
Keep doing your good job.
Maybe in
He
some
would
countries.
gladly-
I know Juan Comuñez.
Yo, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's the thing. That's how like there's certain like that's how our culture has influenced us.
Yeah.
Like we're supposed to help our elderly and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
But the States is a completely different thing. I mean, they be calling the elderly by their first names.
That is true.
When I first got here,
That
and
is-
then they said,
that is true.
call me this. I'm like,
That is
nah,
true.
I'm gonna say Mister or
Yeah.
Mrs.
Like-
Yeah.
I
That
can
is very
like
true.
what?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
It can't-
another. Oh, you got.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say another video because I watch a bunch of videos. You know
Okay.
that one?
Yeah, you be doing your research.
Okay, so it's like I'm gonna say New York, right? So the train, right? So let's say that the old lady was drinking, I think smoothie or whatever, and I think mistakenly dropped it, and there was a girl that was sitting next to her. The girl literally jumped, like he literally just like started running away. But like the lady just made a mess and it barely even got on her, but he was literally just like running out of the way. And the guy who was just standing there was like, what the heck? And he removed his t-shirt that he was wearing to clean up the mess.
See,
And sitting next to the lady and hugging the lady and
She
like
didn't
like
have
come
to do all
down.
that.
yeah, she did not have to
Hey,
do
maybe
all
she
that.
was scarred. She's been through some stuff. You never know.
Yeah, but
That's
like,
true.
I mean, you,
But at the
you
same
never
time-
know.
Uh-huh.
Because like some women, like they go through. I know this is probably gonna add a whole different topic,
Uh-uh.
but some women they have gone through like abuse and stuff. So like
Mm.
literally, even if you clap your hand
Yup.
like that, that could like trigger
PTSD.
something,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
PTSD is real, people.
So maybe
Uh-huh.
the fact that she ran probably means something. Like it's a lot deeper than
Yeah, it could 50-50. So let's just.
but like
Yeah,
running
probably.
though, I mean, just like getting up, it's like okay, but like
running.
running, like a little.
Said I'm
dramatic.
Really went through
Said
it.
running is
She
crazy.
went
outta
through it.
here.
But,
She
but
went
like
through
when
it.
the guy also removed his shirt and started cleaning, I'm like, you could have just thrown like half of it and went with the crop top. But like he just took the whole thing off and started
See, but
cleaning.
that's like that's just the essence of how kind a person can be.
yeah,
To be honest, and like I believe there's so much potential for love and kindness in this world.
yeah.
It's just like overshadowed
Oh.
by like so much evil and.
You got a comment. I think some fighting in the comments.
Oh,
Stephen
oh,
Asari said, "I don't think expecting nothing in return really makes giving worthwhile. Gratitude is all well and good, but giving always comes with an expectation, one way or another."
Then that's just greed. I'm sorry.
I really
Ooh.
feel like it depends on the situation.
I feel yeah.
But I feel
Because like
like
it depends on what you expect. Like
No.
I guess.
at least if
Sorry.
you expect a thank you, I don't think there's anything
Yeah,
wrong
but like
with
let's say
expecting a thank
like
you.
if you're giving someone money and like you're just saying, "Oh, I hope I find like $5 on the floor somewhere." Like no, you know,
You don't.
that's just
You
but
don't feel
sometimes you will not be thinking that you want something back, but like your mind will be making this like
I mean, yeah.
It's like, man,
Like,
I
yeah,
cut
that's
off
what I'm
my
saying.
leg.
Yeah,
Like
I
it's,
kinda
it's
want something
subconscious.
like
It's
that.
like
It's
yeah,
that's just human
subconscious, yeah.
nature. I feel like you know what I'm
That's just
saying.
something
Like
that we have to like teach ourselves how to not do.
and also as like
well. Wait,
Oh,
pause. I
oh.
really cannot control my.
go ahead.
I really
Go ahead.
cannot control my subconscious mind. What do you mean? Like I'm gonna think whatever.
Like, yeah,
You can train
You
it.
can train, yeah.
You
no,
can train
it's
it,
too
but you
much
can't.
work. Sorry, it's too much,
much
work
work.
for me. I cannot do that.
Okay, oh my.
Same guy. Steven says, "If you need help, all I offer that. Wait, what?
Hey.
If you need help and I offer that help, I expect that it would elevate you in a way."
Okay.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
Yeah. Like
good one.
and also I feel like the ultimate thing that you can feel when you're being kind and all that kind of stuff is that at the end of the day, what you're doing on earth is gonna be done in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that you give on earth is gonna be given to you in heaven. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that might be the ultimate thing to like that's the back of your head.
I'm about to drift off. So would you say if somebody doesn't believe in God, but they give, well,
That's just a good deed.
Yeah.
That's just a good deed in general. You know what I'm saying?
so you think the blessings? Are gonna come? You think? What do you think he's gonna expect the blessings from?
I feel like they're gonna believe in karma. One good turn deserves
Oh,
another.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
my mom said that if you give someone something, right, and they would say that God bless you, like if they say really thoughtfully, God would definitely bless you, even if they didn't really accept anything in that return. So
I feel like even if they don't say it like in a thoughtful way, because God sees all.
Yeah, because God knows what you did in the
Yeah.
day. So
Yeah.
if they don't mean it, they know like it came out of your. I mean, God knows it came out of your heart. So like, He will
Yeah.
bless that. He will bless
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Good talk. Good opinion.
Thank you, God.
Good opinion. Yeah.
Amen.
Another
Yeah, that's one thing. Yo, a lot of people take for granted on Thanksgiving, but I mean that's an everyday thing. We need to be grateful
for God, yeah.
Yo, like if I let me not.
Because that jollof,
Let me not get into it.
that jollof that you were eating, if your mother did not wake up the next day, you ain't gonna
Right.
eat it.
Yo, and then some people like far away don't have access to all of that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
Thank the Almighty.
Right.
yeah, of course.
Oh, Mufasa said, Dr. Wrights, Apostle Prophet Thomas. I'm preaching. But Max Rebler says, why don't people in the state look out for each other and stuff just like back home? Some mother would come to your house and even ask if you've eaten and stuff.
I think
Oh,
the race play a role. Like, I know we don't really want to put the race in it, but like the race does play no. Like, let's say that I go out and I see I don't know, some white old lady tripping on the floor. I'll go and help them, right? But somebody else will like interpret that in a different way, maybe saying that I did it when. So you always have to take cautious of what you're doing.
Like,
Just make sure that there's another black person
watching in the States here,
recording
it's like,
too.
Yeah, like another thing too, like another thing we're taught in Ghana or like just back home is like if you're sitting down and like an older person comes, you got to get up and give that seat to that person, which over here is probably going to be like, oh, you just want to stand and all that kind of, you know what I'm saying?
some people do it over here though,
which
not
is
as
true,
much, but
not as much. And also, like, if you're walking up the stairs or coming down the stairs and you see an elderly person, you wait for that person to pass.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not done over here.
When you're coming back from school, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, madam.
Yeah, and then
Over here is,
And
I also feel like the like capitalistic like culture in the US kind of plays a role in it, because everyone in their mind is like, work hard, get that money, work for yourself to get yourself up there. Like, and you know, the concept of like the poor gets poorer and the rich gets richer, but people believe as if like if you're poor you can work up to where you want to be, and like you shouldn't need the help, because if someone else was able to do it you should too. But like back in other countries, especially like Ghana or anywhere African countries, like people like to help each other. It's very like family. Like, everything is very together. There's a lot of togetherness.
That's why there's less stress over there.
There's
I mean, there's a lot of problems, but like, there's less stress.
So like people like know what like at least people are going through around each other. So it's like, let me help you, help myself, help us. You know, it's kind of a circle. So.
Family is a big value back home, but here it's very individualized.
Yeah.
I think she wanted to say something.
Yeah,
let's stop talking for a second.
Like she said, like we have like a big cultural difference. We were groomed to respect, and like as we're younger, our parents take care of us, and like when we grow older, we take care of them. So that's why you won't see like an elderly person like fall or like get hurt and you don't like rush to like help. So I just feel like it's the way we were raised.
Comment from Steven.
Okay.
I don't think he's fighting. The idea that you've helped someone get better is what makes giving worthwhile. So back to the
the whole thing being
your whole Greek thing. It said, but the deed must accumulate in the person actually using it to better himself or herself or even others. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that's great. That's a great thing.
Stacy, he on you.
Yeah, he on you.
And from Eric.
you.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I hear you.
Yeah, Eric, another comment from Eric. He said, I think we usually expect the blessings of the Lord in returns. Sometimes those blessings come in different forms. It could be healthy life, no hospital bills, no car breakdown, no college tuition, no
death,
no injuries.
No injuries, yo.
Car problem is the big one.
Facts.
Oh wait, Steven said, how would you feel if you gave a friend money for groceries and later you hear he used it for gambling?
Oh my god.
You feel satisfied?
No. Make that money back and give it back to me. Because
hey, if he gambled and won, at least give me some.
Yeah,
like what if
you're gonna split that in half?
Repeat that question.
He said, how would you feel if you gave your friend money for groceries or buy food?
Yeah.
And later you hear he used it for gambling. How would you feel?
I mean, good for him. Me personally, I'm like,
because I mean, I gave you the money. You said you needed it for
tripled it. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
what if you lost though?
Right.
Oh.
So to me, I'm saying that I gave it to you. You said you needed it for this. But instead, you know, next time we'll buy, I'm not gonna, you know.
Then that's
I learned my lesson.
That's them taking it.
Because I know you're,
See, so I guess it depends on the results of, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not gonna say depends on the result.
No, because like, imagine.
A bad thing is a bad thing.
It depends. Me too. If you get it, you get it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, imagine you give like $5 to someone, right? And then I say $5 a lot. I just realized that. But and then they went to they get lottery ticket, and then they won the jackpot. And they come and tell you, oh, instead of it, like them using it to go buy water or whatever they Burger King, they used to win like millions of dollars. What are you gonna say then?
I feel
good
like
for them.
Good for them.
But exactly. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the situation.
Yeah, but because they said they were going to use it for food.
The
You know,
fact that
I
they
got you.
lie, it just makes them look bad. You
Yeah.
know?
That too.
It's like it's because they feel the reason to lie.
Okay.
Okay,
How about
like,
this?
They're
What-
used to seeing you as the type of person to be like, oh yeah, she's gonna help me with that. Oh, she's gonna help me. I can say anything. So then they feel like they've come to a point where they don't even have to say the real reason why they need the help.
But
Yeah,
what
I've
if
been in that
he knows
situation
that he or she knows that if they tell you
Mhm.
that I'm going to use it to like
Game.
buy a lottery,
Mhm.
you won't give it because it's not something that like.
I mean, yeah.
Nah, I would
Tell
still
me
give.
the real reason why you want me
I
to
will
get
not
it.
give.
With a stipulation, though.
You're not.
With
You
a
don't have
stipulation,
money,
you
right?
gotta give me 20% when
You don't have money.
That's the thing.
That is you
Well-
expecting something in return though. But
No.
you
Wait, no, that, it's not. I'm
This is
not.
the
A
lottery.
Yes,
contract. You know what I'm saying? Like no, but like
No,
you know
Look
what
at
I'm
the
saying?
better
No,
side.
no,
He
uh-uh.
used it for a
It's
greater good.
business.
But
no,
you
no
don't.
better side. No, you're literally expecting something in return. Expecting to get
I mean,
money.
she's not lying.
So like, if someone comes up to you and says, "I'm just gonna go use this money to go buy a lottery ticket," you're not gonna give it to them.
No.
No,
No, I wouldn't give it to them.
no, you're not.
Why will I do that? No.
Because- you
But
don't
if you
need it.
if you came and be like, hey, I'm in need, I gotta buy food. I mean, I haven't eaten in like 4 days.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that one,
take
yeah.
that
Oh,
one.
The
give
money
it. Yeah,
that
yeah,
they
yeah, I'ma
won
give
from
it.
the lottery is what they're gonna use for the groceries.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wow, how we know this?
And then no. So say you don't give it to them and they go get it from someone else, right? And then they win the lottery
Okay.
jackpot.
I can't say anything because I didn't
Damn.
give them.
I'll
Good.
be,
At
I'll
that
be sorry,
point, it's
though.
like, yo,
I'll be
like
sorry.
Fumble the bag.
You
I'll be
feel
sorry.
bad.
But
I'll
ain't
be
nothing
sorry.
to
I'm
me.
gonna say
Don't
good
feel
for you,
bad.
but
like, damn,
like,
that could have been us.
I mean,
Could have been,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we gonna move on to the next question.
hold on.
Oh, you got another comment?
We
Okay.
got comments. Mufasa said, "Hey, you dare call your grandmother her first? Who called her grandmother first name? Oh, you dare call your
Yeah.
grandmother by her first name? My brother, she will let you experience the end of the world with you."
Yo, facts. That's why I was like,
yeah, that's
when
what
they
social-
when I came over here, they was talking about, oh, like
Cultural
call me by
influence.
John or whatever. I'm like, John, I'm gonna call you Mister.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
no.
cannot call an adult by the first
Like
name.
my
Oh,
mom,
nah.
we were just
Not in the
playing.
blood.
Cannot.
We were just playing. And I was like, my mom's name is Okia. I was like, hey, sister Okia. I said, what's your wine? Like we were just playing, like in the moment. It's like,
Yeah,
my
That's
bad.
crazy.
That's another thing that like our culture taught us that isn't present in
Like respect goes a long way in our culture. Like,
Yeah, like I don't even remember the last
Like-
time I called my mom by her name. Like,
I've
I think
never.
I've never
That's-
called my mom by
yeah,
I
that's
never.
I
like
do not want smoke.
Right,
Like,
no,
I am
for real.
good on all of that.
Never called my mom by her.
What?
Steven said you heard that he didn't win and he came back asking for money for the groceries and swears that it's for real this time. Would you give it?
No.
absolutely not.
One's bitten, twice
No.
shy. One's bitten, twice shy. If I've given you money for groceries and you're going to use it to go gamble
Gamble.
and it didn't work
You
out,
didn't win.
and you're coming back to me. You
Come back
expect me
again.
what?
That just falls back on the topic on like the fact that they're just using you. They're just
Yeah.
taking advantage of
Yeah,
you because they
for
know
sure.
whatever they say, you're gonna help them.
Like they know you have a soft side. Like you know
Mhm, that you
you
have a
help
soft
the
side.
people in need. So like
Be like,
you
oh,
give
I
I
ain't
didn't
gonna lie, I've
get it. Oh,
fallen
let me
victim
come
to
back
that
to
a
this
couple
person.
times. But we're going
Yeah, don't give it to
Yeah.
them. No, absolutely not.
No. Mm-mm.
All right. So our next question. Can setting expectations in a giving relationship be detrimental, or do they play a crucial role in maintaining balance?
It depends on the expectation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also depends on the person because
Oh yeah.
if you set expectations with someone and they don't like it, it means that like let's say you're giving someone something, but like you set the boundary that like, oh, but if I don't have it, it's not anything against you, and they don't like it, that's their problem. That's they don't understand. They feel entitled to everything that you have.
Yeah.
But like everybody have their own definition of giving though,
Mhm.
right? Let's say that I want like flowers in a relationship and my guy will be like, I'm just gonna say words. That is two different things that we want, right? But then I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm not getting what I wanted because I want flowers and he's not giving me the flowers that I wanted. So I think I'm an expectation relationship.
She's
is
hung
like,
up on them flowers.
got it.
bro.
You feel me?
That video.
How did you take the
How
flower?
could you take it from me? Like,
So I think having an expectation, I mean, there's supposed to be some expectation, but it shouldn't be like,
not
bigger.
all.
No, because
Like
Yeah, no.
me
If we
if we
personally.
could be honest,
Uh huh.
social media really has some women expecting the most craziest things.
Yes, yeah.
Hey, I didn't think you guys were gonna say
Good
that.
morning.
But
We going.
I mean, I could be
Good morning,
honest.
text,
No,
good
to be
afternoon,
honest.
good evening, good night. Like all four of them. Like that's crazy.
No, but like the expectations I be seeing in these videos, I'm just like, you're making us women look so bad. Just stop. Like, stop. Like
Yeah.
the Cheesecake Factory woman.
Oh yeah, like
What's she saying?
okay, so
You don't remember the list of restaurants that
They
you
literally
shouldn't
made
take
a
someone
whole list
on a
of
first
where
date?
to
Are you
not
kidding
take
me?
a girl.
And the
Yeah.
first list was like Cheesecake Factory,
Factory,
Chili's,
movies, going to a
mo-
picnic,
and
or
it was
whatever,
just so
something
many
like that.
basic.
But those are like fun ideas.
I
yeah,
know,
but
right?
like
Exactly.
this
Apparently
lady
that's
was
them.
okay.
Cut
No
tops
offense to the
off.
lady, right?
That's it.
But the lady was not even dressing cute.
No offense to her. Yes,
She was not even dressing.
Yeah.
She was
Said,
not
"Nah, I want all the smoke.
Because, like,
I'm choosing violence."
like she was not even dressing that cute. And she was like, "Can you take this?"
No, and the thing
What?
is, they weren't even supposed to go to Cheesecake Factory at first. It's because she was late. She was an hour late. So
Yeah.
the best option was Cheesecake Factory, and she got mad.
Yeah,
it's like, why is this man taking me to Cheesecake Factory?
yeah.
That's
She was
what
like, "I'm
you-
not
I
getting out
deserve
of
more
the
than
car."
that.
I have a
Wait.
situation too.
Like,
We-
no.
I have a couple situations actually. Not to veer off the topic, but like for example, like you brought your girl on a date and she brought her friends. Now they're expecting
Oh my God.
you.
I don't agree with that.
Expectations.
Yeah.
I would not expect my man to pay for my friends. Like that's a weird
No.
expectation.
Yeah.
honestly.
What do you think
We'll
about
have, yeah, what do you think about that, Fabiola?
Now, why would you bring your
Your friend,
Yeah,
like,
that too.
it's like,
Why?
It's
what?
like, a get together
Or a birthday dinner or
Like,
something.
hey, we all want to,
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
go
birthday
out, go with our friends. Like, okay, but if you're setting a date with somebody, don't bring your friend.
Nah.
Don't.
Even if I'm out with my friends and I bring my man, I'm not gonna expect my man to pay for my friends.
Yeah.
like
no.
I don't. That's a weird expectation. I don't know who invented that, but
And she had 18. What that other girl? She had like what?
You trying to
18?
be-
Yeah, like
I
a
think-
whole
Yeah,
squad.
it
Like she
kinda
pulled up
messed
with the
up
whole
the entire
squad.
I think I can remember like this girl who also like went to a birthday dinner
Mhm.
with her friends, and the cost of the food was like 3K. And she was expecting the friends to
Her.
pay for it, but then they were like, "You pretty much ate majority of the food that was given to us. What do you mean
Splitting
we
the
should
bill.
pay?" Yeah, she was like, "Nah, it's my birthday, so I'm not supposed to pay anything." Like, so you want us to pay that 3K that you probably ate half of those food that was here? Like, no.
Okay, we got a comment from David Oforiampansa himself,
Hi.
aka. I'll be quiet.
AKA who?
Wise dots. But he said, but that is what that's what the topic is talking about. How simple act of kindness transform lives. It didn't specify either positive or negative way. So what about that?
I mean, it can be both depending on the situation.
It depends on the situation, to be honest, but it can definitely be both.
But the negative one kind of hurt though. Like,
You know.
Oh yeah, it's different. Like you learn. I mean, it transforms lives. Like you learn. Like
You learn
Exactly.
to like set your
like
boundaries.
oh, sa okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like yeah,
first
like,
and last.
All to rise.
yeah.
Stephen Asari said, so we are to give and expect nothing in return when there's nothing to be afraid of or get worried about.
Repeat that one more time.
So I think so. Are we to give and expect nothing in return when there's nothing to be afraid of or get worried about?
50-50.
I feel like in general you should give and expect nothing in return.
Subconsciously, especially.
But there's also that subconscious, which again you need to train. Like you feel me?
Yeah, we all do.
We all because like again, human nature we're always expecting something back. I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
You gonna expect something back subconsciously.
Or at least hope for something.
Or yeah, hope for
Maybe
something
not
back.
expectation.
Maybe something good will happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
Yeah, he said, but still expectations play a role in giving and the gratitude thing. Myself no.
Sorry.
He said, but still expectations play a role in giving and the gratitude thing one way or another. Okay.
I mean, yeah, it definitely does, to be honest.
And I think Eric is answering to David's comment. He said, good question, David. Sometimes you have good intent, but it can land you in trouble.
Yeah,
Can
For
definitely
sure.
land.
definitely. Yeah.
And
And
then
just be aware of where you are when you're like
Yeah.
giving out the gift, I guess.
Oh, I guess that reminds me of a situation I was in. I remember I went to Stacy. I did tell you about this. I went to Target, and it was this family, and they said they needed help with groceries. And like, I think I was having a rough day, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give to someone. But I wasn't thinking in my head like I'm gonna get something back. I was just like wanting to do something nice for someone to kind of make me feel better. That's just, I'm a nice person, so I tend to do that. I was like, you know what, get whatever. They started spending a lot. I was like, okay, I didn't think they was gonna get this much. My total was $200.
Oh my god.
Like, and it was Target. You know, Target is expensive.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? It's okay. I was like, you know what? It's fine. They seem happy, and I'm like, okay, cool.
That's all that matters.
And but then later on that week, I got a scratch off lottery ticket, and I won $200. I was like,
See,
okay,
look at
period.
that.
But
Look
I
at God.
didn't expect that to happen though.
Exactly. But like,
But in the process, I was kind of like, damn, I don't want to spend this much money.
so before that happened, you weren't like expecting anything at all?
No, not at first. But it wasn't until I started seeing the bill go up that's when I'm like, oh man, I didn't want to spend that much. I'm hoping I could get something in return, not from them, but like from God. You know, like some kind of blessing in return.
Yeah, that's what I feel
was
like.
a lot. Yeah,
that's the ultimate expectation that everyone should have. That at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, like we're not worthy and all that kind of stuff. But if you're doing good works, like acts of kindness, God should, you know what I'm saying? God will bless you back. You know what I'm saying? So.
Comment from Mufasa. He said, "Oh, if I invite you on a date and you come with your friends, I promise you, my sister, your friends you brought will later wash plates." That means it's not paid.
We got you.
And David Amposa said, "I think we should do good or show kindness either way, because you might not know what impact will be."
Yeah.
I don't care.
The world is too small to, not be kind.
Yeah, he said, I don't care if you lie to me and it turns out good, changing your life. You won't call for help.
So if it turns out bad,
like again, I'm gonna keep quoting scripture or talking about it.
Okay, pastor.
But it also talks about how being kind to the unkind, you know what I'm saying, goes a long way, and how if someone takes you to court for like a shirt, for a jacket, you take your shirt off too on top of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, don't expect like yes, it's our innate nature, but like just understanding like your rewards are stored up in heaven. That is if you believe in God. If you don't, that's karma.
I was gonna say, what if you don't believe in
karma? Yeah, one good turn deserves another. That's what I always say. Right. Like as long as you believe in karma and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Steven says, I think ideally before we give to others, we have to think thoroughly about the expectations and even if it affects even the effect of our giving on the lives of others. He also says, the way we know what to expect and how to deal with the consequences, at least in circumstances in our control.
Yeah, good point.
Nice one, Asari.
That's a good one, man.
Wait, what's his name?
Steven Asari.
Okay.
Shout out to Steven Asari, man.
Keep it coming.
Keep it coming. Yeah, we need
to read it.
We're gonna move on to the next one. How does it feel when someone repays your kindness with harm or negativity? Can you share a personal experience or story?
Oh, I have a situation.
Okay, let's hear it.
A friend of mine was asking for some money, and like they wanted a certain amount, and I gave them less than that amount. And they're like, "Well, someone in the past gave me more." I was like, "Oh,
what?
You're comparing me to someone when I'm giving you my
Take
last?
that
Why
money
didn't you
back?
ask her?"
What?
Bro, I was like, "Why would you say that?" Like,
and that
hurt. It hurt because I'm just like, I'm literally giving you my last, and you're saying that like that means you're like using me, like
Like,
and I was like, if you're gonna compare me to somebody else, go ask them for the money. Don't ask me.
Where you're gonna ask, like,
but yeah, it'd be hurting when like they respond with harm because then at the end of the day they want to come back for more.
Like
too.
I could have chosen to not,
especially when they don't respond. I've had a couple stories with that where I've sent money and no response.
Yeah.
What? I
think it's but then
they got it.
They got it, but no response.
But no response.
Maybe I haven't. I don't remember.
Hey, that's like when that happens, you feel me? I just distance myself from that because like, damn, you're not it like that hits different. When you're being kind to someone and that person's not being kind back, it just hits different.
Yeah, comment from Abigail, your boy. She said, I think it's this the previous scenario. She said, I will buy you food or whatever you need instead. And then
instead of giving the money,
like ask them what you need the money for, and they tell you, and then you'd be like, okay, let me go ahead and just buy that.
Oh,
that's like my
not give you the
mentality.
money.
Yeah, I feel like that same like concept applies to like homeless people. Some people will be like, oh, I'd rather give them food or drink rather than give them money, so that
because I did hear like some of them be like using it for
where I used to live.
They drugs.
Where I used to live, like
not all of them.
If you give money to them, or not all of them, I'm not generalizing, but some of them, they will go turn around and use it to go buy something that they should not be buying.
But like,
Which I won't talk about that.
I feel like at the end of the day, though, at least you give it to them. And at least they're living based on whatever that they use that money to go buy. So I think you shouldn't really think about the aftermath of what they're using the money for.
Yeah,
As
that's what David was saying. That it's end of the day, I helped you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so it's,
As long
but
as yeah,
if you lie or you don't lie, it's up to you.
as long as like you
my
give
part.
with the hope of them like elevating their lives with whatever you give. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
Elevating with being.
So yeah, that's good, but at the same time, know how to control your boundaries.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
And set your boundaries.
Yeah.
And another comment from Mufasa. He said,
Okay, Mufasa.
my brother, I remember that day she nearly slapped you, and I remember she asked you the next day, why did you call her that? We're talking about when my mom said, that lady. That'll be something I'm going to say. My no sister. So, sorry.
Yeah. Any personal experiences, stories? No.
Well,
Oh, Steven says, sorry for your loss, Thomas.
Oh, it's all good. They ain't lost. It's all good. I'm not tripping on it.
He also said, but I need money, not your guidance. Wow.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
He said, I know my left from my right, Mrs. Counselor. Okay. What's your money? I don't need your
That's
money.
crazy.
Right.
Yeah, you were gonna say something else.
I forgot.
You forgot?
Oh, actually, no, I remember.
Okay.
Okay, so I remember I was in a situation where I wasn't having a good day, right? And then I think someone was trying to open the door for me, but I just like walked by. I didn't even like say thank you or even acknowledge them in any way or anything like that. So I just like kind of felt like guilty ever since. And I just like learned, taught myself to like, Stacey, whatever you're going through, don't put it on another person, just like still show gratitude, still be thankful and all.
Just be nice to people.
Yeah.
Just be nice.
You don't know what anyone is going through.
It takes so much energy to just be rude and mean all the time.
Yeah.
Like why?
It's
like
a lot harder
yeah.
to be rude than it is to be nice.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because
It's
you
like-
literally got to think of what to say to that person, but being kind, it just comes naturally.
Yeah.
You know, it takes more muscles in your mouth to frown than to smile.
Oh,
Exactly.
look at
Yes,
look at that.
yes.
Look at that. That's right.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
It takes more muscles to frown
But-
than to smile.
But sometimes it's just that's how some person's face is, though.
Yeah.
no, that's
I gotta
true.
make
That
I
I'd
know
be.
that.
Because I have a straight face sometimes.
I do.
swear to
My
God,
straight
no
face
mind.
is sad.
Yeah, you, like the resting RBF, resting.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'm just walking and I'm thinking about my life. Like you might think I'm pissed, but I'm just
Just
Or I
thinking.
could just be
like,
thinking.
Like, are you okay? And
I might
like,
not be thinking about anything. I'm just minding my own.
Yeah.
mhm.
But like,
Yeah, that's why I always be asking him because he always asks that.
it's like, bro, you good? I'm like, bro, I'm chilling. Chilling.
What were you gonna say?
I forgot.
You forgot, or you just don't want to say it.
No, I forgot. I legit forgot.
Nah, I had a situation where like I was walking to the gas station and someone came and was like, "Oh, I need like if you could help me out with this." And I usually don't carry cash, you feel me? So I just like whatever I had, I gave it to him and he just sped away. He was on a wheelchair and then he just
You sped away.
Sped
off the
away.
real
sped
cheap.
away.
He was zooming.
He was zooming. He was out of there. He grabbed it and left. I was like,
Did he
okay.
say thank you?
Rolling.
Chip.
They hate
No,
it.
he
Oh,
Okay, I just remember what I wanted to say. So, this guy, right? He wanted to himself, right? Like kill himself, and he was sitting on this train, and he was literally bawling his eyes out. Like
was
he
this
was.
a video or you said this in person?
It's a video.
Oh.
It's a video. Oh, it's a video. Okay. So he wanted to, himself, and he was crying on the bus. And there was this guy, or he was saying there was this guy next to him who was like, "Why are you crying? Like you're a guy. Why are you crying?"
Oh god.
But then that night, he was thinking of, killing himself. And he was just praying that somebody somewhere should, talk to him so that he would not do it. But then that day he was just going out his day just crying, but then nobody even said any kind words to him. And there was this guy that said, "Why are you crying? You're a man. Why are you crying?"
I don't like when people
See-
be coming for a man for
like-
crying.
See, but that's that
saying,
cultural influence.
like, you are a
It's a culture.
man.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be crying. Like it's normal for men to cry.
I think
So we should cry.
yes,
Yes.
you can cry.
So you want a guy who's always like complaining.
Well, no,
Yeah.
But
I
we're
do
talking
this.
about like if you're going through something, don't feel like you should not cry
because you're a man. Like,
Yeah.
no, please, you guys deserve to express emotion.
But if you're crying because you're complaining, like bye, like no.
I mean, society, and
Says
I mean,
otherwise.
yeah,
Hear
says
that?
otherwise.
No, but
Hear
like-
that?
What'd you say?
Say that again.
Say that, repeat it. You gotta stand on business.
Say that again.
I'm staying on business.
say that on business.
Nah, okay.
Go ahead.
Nah, but I feel like just like the way culture and society is shaped is like I mean, I've been told so many times like, yo, men don't cry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
But
bro,
crying
it's
is a
like,
sign of weakness. It's not.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like that's what I was saying. Like sometimes some people just want to have a conversation because you don't know what someone's going through, and that's an act of kindness in itself.
Right.
But like, okay, this is like way out of topic, right? Whenever I watch movies and like the guys are crying, I'm like, what is this? Like, okay, listen. I'm like,
See, this is
what
why-
is this?
In the back of your head,
This is
no,
why men don't cry.
why is this man crying? Man shouldn't cry.
No, I'm like, what is this, right? But like whenever I watch like anime, right, and the guys are crying, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so heartbreaking.
Anime.
with the toys,
The guy
you are
has to be
fine.
animated for you to feel better.
It's not toys.
It's like,
Yeah,
but
don't
the guys
disrespect
like,
anime. It's not cartoons. It's anime. It's a whole field.
thank you. It's anime, not cartoon. So
I mean,
Okay.
let me not say anything.
Yeah,
But
okay. I
like-
was about to. Yeah.
it's just like when guys cry in movies, like I don't know.
But we can't
So-
be honest. Some guys cry to their advantage. They know they done
haven't
something bad,
experienced
but then they'll cry to make them look like they're.
I can remember like a video that I watched. Right, this guy, he cheated. Like he cheated on what do you
But
call
then
it?
he'll cry because
Yes.
she.
Why
went
are you crying when you
because-
when you get caught cheating? Like that's crazy. Why should you be crying in this situation?
We don't count that.
Guys, keep the comments coming if you want to join us on
But then
Zoom
girls
too.
do
You know
that too. So like,
what I'm saying?
I don't know. Girls do cry to that advantage.
lot.
And like because of society, it's like that advantage is good for them. Well, not good, but like
beneficial.
beneficial for them as well.
I feel
Okay,
like
we got
you
it.
could cry,
Oh,
but
sorry.
don't cry and record it and put it on TikTok. That's embarrassing.
And then when the song stops, you
See-
stop crying, and
See,
then you
it's stuff
unpause
like
the
this,
song and
yo.
continue
Like,
crying again.
Was my crying cute or not? Like, oh, it wasn't cute.
Oh,
Let me
that-
do it
oh,
again.
that's different.
Nah,
Like,
It's
no.
my crying cute.
no.
Yeah, blue. Anyway,
But yeah, if you guys want to join us on Zoom or anything, just feel free to join the link.
we'll put the we can put the code on there. So
Yeah.
towards the end. Comment from Muf.
You gotta get on
Get
the
on
Zoom.
Get on the Zoom, yeah. Oh yeah. Keep them comments coming too.
Mufasa said it hit different when you give, and the person shows no appreciation. But personally, I give, even if it's my last.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Mufasa's
Always-
probably lying.
Always take it. Always take it. Like I lost the money out there in the car, so I mostly don't get hurt.
Yeah, I'm the same way to be honest. Like even if it's my last, I will always give it.
Yeah, that one.
If it's my last, I'm
That's
keeping. I'm sorry.
You say I'm keeping it.
You're
like,
keeping it?
It really depends on what.
But like if you don't need it though, you know what I'm saying?
If I don't need it,
Okay,
yeah,
if I
sure,
don't
yeah.
need it,
I think that's what he means
Yeah,
by
okay,
that.
okay,
Like,
okay. 'Cause-
because you know, at the end of the day, maybe I have food at home that can last me a while, and
Yeah.
this guy's in desperate need.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
But I have
that.
absolutely no need for it.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I say, I'm so comedy media, Charlie. I'm sorry.
No, for real. Because
Giving.
I'm
it's not
hungry
like-
too. You're hungry. I'm hungry too.
Is that a sin? You know, because
I
at the
think
end of
it's
the day,
a
I'm
sin
looking.
though.
No, at the end of the day, if you absolutely need it, that's
Yeah,
different.
because
Yeah.
But like you know what I'm
you
saying?
need it, I need it, and then I have it. So like,
Who needs it more?
if I give, I don't have.
Who needs it more?
You know,
Either way, one person has it, the other person
just
don't
don't.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
But-
just gonna pray for you that you find help somewhere else, not from me. At the
Hey,
moment.
prayer goes a long way too.
That's
Prayer goes a long way too.
Or maybe you can buy, you both can eat.
Yeah, that's true.
And wait, that's so no.
Better than nothing.
Yeah,
It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. Any more comments or?
hey, K Music said,
Hey.
crying after cheating makes you feel less guilty.
I'm sorry.
Cry
What?
So it's for
I'm
the
sorry.
man, not the
What?
woman.
Hold on,
No,
said,
what?
said by a doctor.
What
A doctor said
What?
it.
What doctor?
Okay.
What
Doctor.
What
Crying
doctor
after
said it?
cheating is manipulation.
Yes.
It's not.
God,
It makes you feel less guilty, but it's still manipulation.
Okay, let's say if you're crying to yourself, if you're by yourself and you're crying like, why did I just do that? Okay, but if you're like, you know, your girl or your guy's confronting you
Yeah,
and using
start
that
crying.
moment to
No,
cry.
but a tinny pain you.
Okay, and
What pay you?
Bam,
Wait.
so
Cheating
that-
or
that
getting
is-
caught?
did it pain you when you was doing it though? No.
I mean, but it made it
You was
like,
loving it.
Sorry, like, you know what?
you see, yeah, let me
Talk.
No, see, it's. I feel like in terms of, I think it's a biological thing, but you know what I'm saying. Men, this is gonna be very controversial.
Finish it.
This is very controversial.
Okay.
But men are
controversial?
men are biologically. Some men or most men are biologically inclined to cheat because they tend to go for more than.
Oh man, she just say like that.
No, but you see, except black men don't cheat.
I'm sorry. No. Which one?
I don't think it's a race thing.
If
It's
black men
men.
don't cheat, then why do so many people got step siblings, half siblings?
Hey.
Yeah.
Black men from Ghana.
in Ghana.
What did you say?
Yeah, step siblings, half siblings. Anyway,
Why do so many people got step siblings and half siblings? And then y'all gonna be like, oh, black women don't cheat. How did that happen?
Right.
It's just, because, especially in Ghana, like some of the, let's say marriages and stuff like that, like the guy doesn't go into it like, hey, I want you. Like it's given to them sometimes. Like they don't even like know like they're marrying another person.
Oh yeah. Some marriages isn't for marriages for a specific purpose.
Yeah, that's true.
So like when it happens, it's like, oh, it's out of my control. I might as well,
But if it's in the actual marriage,
Or like, oh, okay, then.
yeah, you didn't know what to say. Huh?
I have no answer.
Yeah,
They said check Steven's comment. Steven's comment. I don't know.
Steven.
it's in the live or in the
Steven, keep it coming.
Oh yeah, Steven says I
Uh-huh.
will give, but I will not kill myself. I mean, look at what people did to Christ himself when all he was doing was saving humanity.
But he
through
still
Christ.
forgave them.
That is true.
Yeah, he rose.
But he still forgave them, regardless of what humanity did.
But like God
Even
is
on the
different, though.
cross, carrying the weight of sins of the past and even of the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah, I mean, Steven, nobody's saying kill yourself, but if Jesus did it, like,
Don't go to that extreme
and
though.
if
Don't
you
go to-
believe,
yeah, don't go to that.
Yeah, if you
That's
believe in like goodwill, like, I think you should give.
Yeah,
yeah.
because it's going to come back. Give and it will come back to you. All right, next question.
Hey, hold on.
sorry,
Hold
what's
on.
going
Hold on. K Music said cheating can be a therapy for men. Though.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, what kind of therapy?
It's okay. Let's skip it.
Let's stay on that. Let's stay on that.
I think it's a
Let's
little
stay on that.
drifting. Yeah, drifting.
If that is your nature, just don't get into the relationship.
Don't get into a relationship.
Do whatever you
man.
gotta do.
Yeah.
You're single. You don't gotta, But if you're in a
Just be
relationship,
real. Do what you want to do, but be
come
real
on.
with people.
K
how does
Music.
he
the
qualify?
four girls
If cheating is a therapy, that's crazy.
This is a
Imagine your body count though.
There's some but like
That's another conversation.
That's another
Okay,
conversation.
It's gonna be
we'll be
really
drifting.
awkward. This is gonna be awkward, but there's so many alternatives to do instead of cheating.
Yes.
You don't gotta cheat. You got the lotion.
Oh my gosh.
K Music. No more cheating comment.
No.
K Music. No more cheating.
I mean, you have your wife.
Yeah, your wife
Facts.
is there too. So I mean,
But just in
there's
case.
literally so many things you can do.
Next
Next
comment.
Oh my
Next
God.
comment. Next comment. We got a comment from Mufasa.
Mhm.
He said, crying after being caught cheating is tears of joy. Or finally completing the mission Satan gave you peace.
Oh my
Is he got
Yo, let's move on.
Ghanaian, okay.
That's not okay.
Okay,
Oh
okay.
my god,
Abigail,
that's crazy.
Abigail
That's
Nana
actually
said, Ajamine said, kindness should be someone's nature. When we expect something back from the kindness we get hurt when the next person responds negatively. to our
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
no
what I was
expectations.
saying. Have no expectation for things. just
That's why I was saying, yeah. Like
go
again,
blank.
the scriptures teach this. Like I was saying, if someone is trying to take your jacket, take off your shirt too. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying?
What's it?
No, if someone is, that's not how the verse was. But basically,
It's the concept.
it's the concept.
Okay.
If someone is asking you for something, you know what I'm saying? You're like, you gotta,
Give them more.
yeah, you gotta
Give
give
them
them.
more.
But
Give
that's
them
it.
can.
But that's it.
Do
Thank
the
you.
most that you can.
Yeah, do the most that you can.
Okay, because I'm gonna be cold.
Yeah. And if someone asks you to walk a mile with them, you walk 2 miles.
Eesh.
It's all in the Bible. Go read it. Matthew.
Amen.
Amen.
Anyway.
Pastor
Yes,
Jay.
it's,
Nah.
okay. Steven said, okay, pastor. But most humans go use you though.
That's
Yeah,
human
true.
nature.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's human nature.
That's human nature.
They're
Yeah.
really
That's
just
why you
gonna
gotta
use
set
it.
boundaries.
As long as
right?
you understand, as long as you understand and you set your boundaries that, hey, I'm not expecting anything in return. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not walking the extra mile with you.
I feel like I'd still walk the extra mile with you. You feel me? Like, because at the end of the day, I know that where I'm going, you know what I'm saying, I got rewards from you. You feel
So
me?
if that extra mile is gonna end up hurting you, you're gonna go.
I'll still go.
Oh, okay.
You want to hurt yourself like that?
So you gotta go the mile, right? You could do the mile.
I
Going
feel
that
like
extra mile.
I feel like religion kind of plays a role in this because it's like,
Mhm.
you want to be like, as a Christian, I should be doing this, but then like we say set boundaries, but it's like some people are really, really trained in Christianity that they're like, they feel like they have to get used to that.
Even as Muslims too, like Muslims,
Mhm.
like I have a lot of Muslim friends
Mhm.
and they are some of the kindest
Mhm.
people I've ever met.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
So it's like religion does play like a huge part
Yeah.
in it.
Do Muslims tell you like, straight up, like they give you like a straight up answer?
How so?
Because I have a
Sure.
boss remedy. He's a nice person, he's kind, but like when he doesn't have it, he doesn't have it. It's not
Yeah, if he doesn't have it, he doesn't have it.
If he can, he would do. If he told me to do this is what I'm doing. I'm not, doing this. So like,
Oh yeah.
there is also. That's why I'm asking if like that's how they are. Like it's just.
Yeah, they'll straight up like if they have it, they'll be like, yeah, what you want? Like yeah, like I got you. You know what I'm saying? But if they don't have it, no, that's with everyone in general. You know what I'm saying? If you don't,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I feel like life as well is gonna teach you. You're gonna have to change at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. for
Yeah.
sure.
Just life in general will teach you.
yeah.
But I feel like if you have it, just say you have it. And if you don't, just say I don't.
Like
Instead of
yeah,
being
don't.
like,
There's no
just
need
be-
to
they'll be like, come back tomorrow.
Yeah. Don't
come
because-
tomorrow. Come the next day. Like,
Because then people are like, then people will be like, oh, they'll have that like, oh, you do have it.
You have
just
it.
don't want to
You're
give
just
it.
giving me
Like, yeah.
excuses. Yeah.
But like you genuinely don't even have
Don't.
it. Like I'll be like, I'll show you my bank accounts right
I'm
now.
a
But it's like I don't want
I'm
to.
a broke
We're not
college
gonna do that.
student. I have $0.
Okay, comment from Steven. He said, it's good to be kind, but the expectations and preparedness for whatever would come keep you grounded in reality.
True.
He also said, you just become a Christian, right, Pastor Thomas? I
I
see
feel
that.
like Steven should
Huh?
be here too.
He said you can see that now you are
I'm
taking
on
the
the
word
journey.
of God.
I'm on the journey. Yeah,
He's on the journey.
I'm on the
He
journey.
also said, I believe the ideal should be that give to the best of your abilities, but recognize your expectations of the consequences thereof. Be well convinced and prepared to avoid conflict.
Yeah.
Wait, who is that? Is that
Sorry.
period?
Yo, he be spitting. Okay,
That's what I'm saying. Like Steven should have been
he
here.
be spitting the facts.
Sorry, you
Yo,
come
yo,
here.
get on the Zoom.
Get on the Zoom.
Yo.
Sorry, come here.
Get on the Zoom. We'll talk.
Mufasa said, did anyone give Thomas God's flesh and blood before they
They probably did. They did.
Nah,
probably
nah,
thinking
nah.
before coming here.
Pastor
Nah,
Thomas? It's just tea. It's just
it's just tea. It's just tea.
K
it's God,
Music.
it's God.
K Music says, "What do you guys have for people like Mike? They give a lot of gift but receive less."
Ooh.
Oh.
Give
Yes,
more than
so.
Know your boundaries.
boundaries.
I can say that's something like I'm a nice person. I tend to be too nice to people and they will take advantage of you. And sometimes you don't realize it until it's been too many times. So you from the
Fact.
very beginning, you gotta know like if I know I can't give this person something, don't give it. Or if you know they're not showing any kind of appreciation, don't do it all the time.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
you gotta know your limits and know your know how to balance it.
I'm the same way, to be honest. Up until recently, I didn't think too much on
Yeah.
boundaries either.
Mhm.
Just kept giving and giving and giving.
And in the moment, because
might
like,
have a lot.
you can say yes to someone all the time.
Not just financially, but just like everything.
In
you know?
general, yeah, like because if you say yes to someone so many times, the moment you say no, suddenly you're like the ass.
Yeah.
Like suddenly you're the ass. Suddenly you're the one that doesn't like them or anything like that.
Yeah.
And as someone that's a nice person, you don't want to hear that from people, so you try to do that, like give more to avoid that. But you gotta know, like it's okay to be a little selfish sometimes. Put yourself first, but it's also okay to give. You just gotta know how to balance it out with different people.
This is where being aware of your surroundings come in
Mm-hmm.
as well. Like
Yeah.
you knowing the kind of people you surround yourself with.
Mm-hmm.
Know the
That
type of
plays a
person
very
that's
big
Yeah.
asking for
Yeah.
help
But
from you.
I feel like for me, I give my energy. Like there's a lot. I don't have money, so I'll give you my energy because that is not something that I give often. Because like when I go out and like you be like, oh, let's go out and like have fun or like just look around. That is me giving you my energy because I don't have a lot of energy too because I like to stay at home, keep my energy to myself. But if I'm giving you that energy, you have to
Protect your
Give
energy,
it back.
guys.
Yeah.
But if you give and like we said, if you don't expect nothing back, that's just who you are, though. It's not like
But still,
People are
you shouldn't
taking
be going around
advantage of
just
you.
giving. And
No,
giving and
because
giving.
some people acknowledge that that's who you are, and then they tend to start taking advantage.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm sure you know that, but like that's just who you are.
It is.
So it's like
You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can't say no.
yeah.
Oh
Because I
my
know
gosh.
Like
You
I know
know
I
you
have
have
it.
it.
So
Yeah.
like if I tell you go and come back later, like I don't feel good at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So it's just
But I feel like it's nice to just give and give, but like set boundaries. So don't just give and give. Like this
Yeah.
one person, you're gonna give them,
give them some.
just give them some like what, like
See, yeah, if you continuously give and give and give, that's when they start to feel entitled. They're like, oh, they're expecting That
Like
can be-
if you go, he will give you. You know.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this one, yeah, guarantee. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
You can also just test them and see if they're gonna, be like, if you continue to give it to them one day, be like, sorry, I don't have it, and see what they're gonna say.
Oh.
Like,
And the
you
reaction.
gonna see the real selves for real.
comment. We got like a few comments on Instagram from Quite Divine. Most people aren't like that.
Some people are though.
Most people aren't like, oh yeah,
like giving.
giving more and receiving less.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people. I'd say majority of people aren't like that.
Yeah.
To be honest, like look at how the world. If it was like that, the world would be a much better.
So that makes you a special person.
It does make you a special
So like,
person.
continue
In
the
your
good
own
work,
way.
Anna.
That just means you have a big heart and you have a good heart. You know what I'm saying? And some people, that's the thing. Boundaries is very important in this because like
Yeah.
people will take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Maybe use your presence as a given. You being there is a given too.
Another comment on Instagram. Real appear to expectations are part of human nature.
Yeah.
That's we all agree on
Right.
that.
Yeah,
for
That's
sure.
part of
why we
it,
were
but-
mentioning that's something that we want to train ourselves on, to learn how to discipline, because this is not going to happen overnight. I mean, me, like tomorrow, I'll probably be like, oh, I want something back. But like, that's just something we have to gradually like train ourselves on,
We gonna
get used to. It's going to take some getting used to.
Yeah.
Right.
And he also asks, do y'all really think religion puts unrealistic expectations on human beings?
Religion teaches us to have that, but it's not everyone applies it to their life.
I mean, people go by what values they have, what beliefs they have, whether it's God, whether it's karma, whether it's like Muslim beliefs. It's their beliefs kind of affect what they do.
Yeah.
So it does play a big role.
I
And
believe.
he's asking he's asking why. Oh, you talking?
No, you're fine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
When y'all go ahead.
Yeah, what are y'all?
Say
Oh,
what
you
you
go.
feel, say what you feel.
Okay. I just believe like we have to put at the back of our mind that we are both spiritual and physical beings. So as much as we want to be physical, we have to look at the as much as we want to be like spiritual, we have to look at the physical part of it. Sorry. We have to look at the physical part of it. So like doing some stuff, you must like factor, no, this is reality. I have to do this. So yeah.
Okay.
Real Appeal is asking why is that? Can you tell why is that it's okay to say no?
Why is that? It's okay to say
It's
no.
okay
I
to
just
say
said
no.
it.
Why
It's
is
okay
that?
to say no.
We got
It's okay. But like, I feel like some people really cannot say
If you
no.
care, that's the thing. If you care about how people react to you or how like people's opinions of you, then you're gonna
Really
care.
need to
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
For me, I really don't care. If no, I'm just saying no, I don't have it. Like if it's like whatever that you say, okay, like seriously, I feel like you shouldn't be sugarcoating stuff. Just
You
say
really
no,
shouldn't.
no. Right.
Be
It's not
straight
gonna
up with
make anything
people
work.
because the more you sugarcoat, the more you be like, oh, I guess I'll do it. I'll guess I'll-"
Yeah.
They will take advantage of it.
No,
They
it's not.
will, for
Be
sure.
straight up.
Okay.
We gonna go to the next question.
We got comments though.
Yeah. All right, you say the comments real
Yeah,
quick and then.
All right. Steven said, I beg, pay me. I make hot. He needs money.
Next.
He needs money.
Next.
He says, sorry for your losses, Mike. And then Mufasa said, Mike is a true definition of giving. You guys good.
Which mic though?
I don't
This
know.
Mike.
I don't know.
Oh.
You guys go give him if you want to learn. If you guys go to him if you want to learn.
Oh,
And Kay says, let's not focus on wealth only. We give a lot of time to people we claim we love.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's no future.
For sure.
Can't be
With them.
spitting, man.
From cheating to spitting. That's good. We spend time
yeah.
we need for ourselves.
character development.
And Abigail Nana, I'll say, there is nothing wrong with giving a lot and getting less. But be mindful of who you give it to.
Yeah.
Giving more brings a lot of blessings. Some people were just created to be givers.
Right.
Thank you.
What if right? You give somebody money and they use that money to go do juju.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, I'm praying on myself.
Yeah,
that
but
money
you
came from me.
didn't do it for like you didn't give it for a bad reason.
Yeah.
They will take it
But, like,
and use it. What if
yeah.
they already have some type of like animosity towards you?
What if
Right.
what if they're testing you though?
That's
Like
why
if you
gotta
don't
be
give
careful
me
with people.
Yeah.
You really
gotta
gotta be
know
careful.
who's
No,
asking for
literally.
what and like their intent behind it.
How will we know though? How will we know this person?
I mean,
Said
if
God will
you
tell
know,
you.
you will know.
Oh,
So
I give
how
them-
will
you
that
know.
tell me?
God, yeah, if you know, you
know
know.
too late, then you know too late.
Honestly,
no matter what point, if you know, you gotta know what to do.
Even before like you give that person that something, you will know like if that person wants your best interest at heart. You just gotta really pay attention to how they act and how they move.
Oh yeah,
because that's very important, yo.
Yeah.
Or there's some people that will, show that they really want you, but then when they got you, they don't want you no more.
We gonna move on to the next one.
Next topic.
So what advice would you give to someone who is struggling with the disappointment of not receiving acknowledgement or reciprocity for their good deeds?
Stop it.
Understanding, understand, trying not to put too much expectations on it. You feel me? Boundaries as well, because if you continuously give and they're not giving back, then you're gonna continuously feel bad.
I hope whoever Mike is listening, since that person likes to give a lot.
Say it with your chest.
I did. I already.
I mean, yeah. I would just hold on.
You just did. Hey, any other opinions?
We got comments.
We'll go back to the comments for a little bit. Or Stacey, do you want to?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to gather up my words.
Okay.
Ask the person, how are you feeling? How does helping this person that's not returning the same energy making you feel? How is it affecting you mentally? How is it affecting you physically? If your answer is not a good answer, then you really need to just learn how to stop. Sometimes people it wouldn't happen overnight, but if you want to just take that first step, learn to take that first step to how to distance yourself, set boundaries. Because if you're just gonna keep doing that, you're really just tearing your own self down.
Yeah,
right.
It's not even because you're doing it from your heart. You're literally just tearing yourself down.
Dang.
I think you should also keep in mind that human beings can forget. Maybe you were gifting them, they probably forgot to return the gift. So just have a little
patience.
Patience. But if it's a continuous thing, just cut them off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like I said, distance yourself from them. You know what I'm saying?
You don't need negative energy, especially if you
definitely
have the heart to give. Positive energy. You don't want anything ruining that.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned. If people are just in your life to take,
yeah,
take them out of your life.
Yeah. And if you're the person to just give, just do not expect anything back. Just do what you've been doing.
That's hard though.
It is. Choose the people that you think deserve to be given to,
K Music says, well, no, I think he was answering to Mufasa's question. He said, "You people should leave Mike. He can never set boundaries. That's him. In fact, from what I know, that's how God made him." And then K Music said, "Mufasa, that's true, but sometimes he drains a lot out of you, and people do not care.
It is so draining.
They will leave. They will all leave when you have no more.
That's what.
It's so draining. And to be honest, I'm definitely to the point where it's it got me in a very bad place where it's kept giving and it was just draining everything out of me. And that's when I got to the point where it's okay, I need to set boundaries. I need to choose who I'm giving to. You know what I'm saying? Even though you genuinely want the best for that person or people, if they're constantly doing that, it's that's not helping you. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're giving to them. You know
I think she wanted to say something earlier, but we cut her off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't remember. But on what you were saying, I feel like you should always go where you're being appreciated, where you're being the same energy is being given back to you, because that will play a big role, because you would know the people around you would have your back, actually have your back in times of need. Yeah.
Read the room.
Comment from Stephen Asari.
Hey.
You're probably gonna what do you call it? Call Mike out again.
Oh, he's not calling out. I don't think so. It is the work of God to give. So if you want to join him in giving, you gotta toughen up and rely more on him for strength. But we go do yawa, which means then I'm out and not get nothing. If we all turn good, the world will be boring.
Yes, absolutely boring.
Yeah.
And K Music, me personally, I've experienced a lot of disappointment because I kill myself for people, but when it's time to give back, they always have something else to say.
Shouldn't it be K Music expected something in return? That is why you feel that,
No, but I think it's like a lot of times you can give so much that like you just drain. Like, like at least
It's draining, bro.
Especially when no one's
I get
doing
it,
the same
K-Music.
for you.
Like,
Yeah.
like
bro,
at least
I
like
do.
I don't think he's expecting like, okay, give me something like
No.
physical. Like, I appreciate it. Hey, all the stuff you've
Thank
been
you
doing
for all the
me.
stuff. Yeah.
I think that goes a long way. But
Yeah.
like you can take it now and then paint him to be the bad person
to the
next
point
day.
where you start
I
to
think that's what he's
question.
saying.
You start to question your like,
is this really worth it? Like,
Yeah.
like
am I
yeah,
doing-
like it's like,
Like-
dang, like am I really like? Do you not have any respect for me?
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
like you
all
even
that.
like doubt yourself. Like, is what I'm doing like a wrong thing? Or,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
is it not accepted? So yeah,
It's draining.
I think
Man.
that makes
So
sense.
I definitely get that for sure.
And he also says, and trust me, it's always the people we care about the most.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like if you want to get hurt, it's always the people that are like close to you that always hurt you more than the people that are like
Man,
really far
man.
away.
Mm.
Life is hard.
Life is hard.
Life is hard, man.
Any comments?
I will be okay. No, we got
No
no
more,
comments.
all right. No more opinions before we move on to the next one. Last one.
What's the last question?
All right. The last question is, in your opinion, what role does gratitude play in managing expectations and acts of kindness? I want to hear everyone say that. I want to hear everyone's opinion on this.
I'll
What
go
was the
last.
question again?
In your opinion, what role does gratitude play in managing expectations and acts of kindness?
I feel like it's just a summary of pretty much everything that we're saying.
Mhm.
It's like, even Steven made this comment. He was spitting bars, but like, we should give to the best of our ability, but know the consequences that come with it. Know how to set your boundaries, and that's pretty much it. Just how to have to balance out giving too much versus not giving enough. And also when someone gives to you, also show gratitude. That's another thing. Like if you're on the other side, make sure you show gratitude to someone who does something nice for you, because you never know, that could change, like make their day.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's not.
I have a question.
Okay.
Let's say that actually for me, I hate chocolate. Like I hate chocolate.
Okay.
And somebody gifted me a chocolate cake.
Did
I
the person know though?
I don't know. I mean, like probably yes.
The person
They
knows
know.
that you don't
They
like
know
chocolate.
that I don't like chocolate.
Okay, then that was on
Just be
purpose.
straight up. Like again,
I'd be
tell
like, I
people,
don't like a gift.
I appreciate the gift, but I don't really like chocolate.
Simple.
Just,
That
it's
right
simple.
there.
That's all you gotta say.
That's
So like so I'm just gonna let the person hold the chocolate cake in.
Yeah. Like I had a similar situation when I was at my past job where this guy offered, he was like, hey, I can get you a drink from the vending machine, but I don't drink soda, right? So I was like, I really do appreciate it, but I don't drink soda. And he was like, oh, okay, that's good for you. And he was like, well, I appreciate you telling me. And then like that's
That's
kind
it.
of like, that kept the mood, It
Yeah.
didn't like change the mood. It didn't disappoint no one. So
Mhm.
like if it's something that you don't like, just like kindly say, I like start off like I appreciate it, but so and so.
But like, what if the person just going back and forth with and be like, I took all this time to get this chocolate
But the
for you.
thing is, you said the person knew that you
Yeah.
don't like chocolate. So that kind of just changes the aspect of everything. Whether he did that to piss you off or like, I don't know. But that's definitely intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Fabiola? You have any question? Any opinion on this?
Like she said, know your boundaries.
Yeah.
Give to the best of your ability. Like you can't kill yourself to like try to help somebody. So you should give it out there, knowing your blessings are probably obviously gonna come from God. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if anyone is out there that is given this mic that Steve was talking about, I have a student loan that needs to be paid so bad. So if Mike is if Mike is somewhere watching and he's in the spirit of giving, he's just
And maybe
Hallelujah.
if Mike is a billionaire, yeah, we are all eating.
Um,
But the last question, I say, it's not a bad thing to give.
no.
And yeah, you might be like, hey, set boundaries and do this and do that. But if like within you, like this is what like you love doing, like and like it's how you are, who you are, like it's not a bad thing.
It's
like
not
people,
bad.
yeah, there's gonna be people taking advantage of you. People always like, oh yeah, when I go, he's gonna give it to me. At the end of the day, it's just who you are.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's not
Like,
bad,
it's-
but if it's to the point where you're literally hurting yourself
Yeah.
to do it,
Yeah,
yeah, that's actually
like
Yeah.
literally
You need
affecting
to-
your mental health,
You gotta
that
take a
is
step
bad.
back.
that's where you
Yeah.
gotta take a step back.
like
but
let's say that somebody asks me for money and I do not have it and I go borrow like the money to give it to
Yeah,
that is
Yeah,
like
no.
Don't kill yourself.
Don't
Yeah.
don't borrow
Well,
someone's
nah,
money to
nah.
give someone else money.
And you know what? I ain't gonna lie. we're not going.
Okay, but what if? But yeah, it's okay.
I mean, say it. I'm
No,
actually
because like
curious.
there's been like long time ago. There's been times where I've gone to borrow money to help
Yeah.
someone else.
Oh my god.
Because
Like yeah, that's
your
yeah.
family member could call you. I'm telling you, like they in need. You don't have it, but
I
like
need too.
no. But listen, like
no like
it's almost like a life or death
that
situation.
situation.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Mhm. Okay. Well,
like and I mean, yeah, you're fine. I mean, you don't have it now, but like they are worse than you. So like you have to, you know,
Sometimes go out of
your way to go get something to help.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad idea either.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You guys, if you have any questions, you know what I'm saying, you can join us via Zoom. Any questions, any thoughts, any opinions, the code is on the screen. Feel free to join.
Oh, we got a comment from Mufasa.
Okay.
Okay.
He said, "Oh, I can see the spirit of God in all." Huh. He said, "Oh, I can see the spirit of God in all the girls come to Ghana. The girls have none like you. No, in their dictionary, they will take everything if they don't like it."
Okay.
Oh, so if they don't like chocolate cracker, they will take
They'll
it.
still take it.
There's nothing like
It
no.
says,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Any other questions? Any comments?
Zoom. So if y'all, if y'all
Yeah,
got something, get off your chest.
How can you be
Mufasa,
Ghanaian and not
Steven.
like chocolate?
Facts.
Just
We're-
saying.
Like sweets.
We literally produce.
Bombastic setup.
I don't eat sweets either. I'm on you on this. Too much sweets. Too much sweets.
Right.
I mean, I get that, but chocolate,
I'll eat the cocoa.
Right?
You
No,
can
I
eat
don't.
dark chocolate.
I don't eat
No,
dark chocolate
dark
is sweet.
chocolate is
I don't like
disgusting.
chocolate, but like if
I
you're
don't
talking
eat
about
it
like
at
chocolate
all.
in general, like
chocolate
you just
in
don't like
general. I
chocolate?
like white chocolate and has
Hey.
to be specifically white.
Sister.
Wow, really?
white.
It has to be white
Okay,
chocolate.
listen. Oh my gosh, look, listen.
that
The
case-
thing- whenever I eat like chocolate, right, I get like sore throat and yeah.
If you're black, nothing for you.
We got-
White chocolate is better, but like, well, better in my opinion. I just don't.
White chocolate is better. Okay.
Me pacho.
chocolate.
Me pacho. Comment from Stephen Asari. Gratitude is well good. Even God Himself expects and respects gratitude. But please, to the best of your abilities, make sure your giving does what you expect it to do.
Yeah.
Your ability.
Yeah,
But
And then-
sometimes you don't know what it's gonna do. Which
That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, on a good note.
yeah.
He also said it saves you from devastation that results from unrealistic expectations.
Maintaining that balance.
Asari, you have done well. If I see you in public, I'll give you $2.
We have a
There's someone that's like,
That's someone else. Oh, we got
looks
some.
like we have someone on the line. Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So, great topics, by the way, and I appreciate that you guys are all giving your beautiful insights, and you guys are all amazing.
Thank you.
But I just
thank
wanted to talk a little bit about benefits of gratitude. Sometimes we really don't pay attention to how beneficial it is to our own well-being. Sometimes when you are gratitude for things that you have in life, it improves and strengthens your self-control because you see what you've gained throughout the years and how you went from point A to point B. So you try to control yourself to make sure that you do not take things for granted.
Yeah.
It also improves our physical health, right? The more gratitude you are, the more you try to improve how physically healthy you are, so you continue to benefit from what you didn't expect or you expected to get. It facilitates our social well-being. It makes us be social. Because when you're gratitude to the things that you have in life, you are seen in a way that you are socially well. You are able to relate to people well. You are able to communicate your feelings to people well. You are able to tell them how you feel, even though it might not be your nature or your character. But because you have gratitude of what you have in life and say, hey, by the way, thanks for giving me this, or I didn't expect this, but thank you. Yeah. So it gives a medium of you being able to relate and talk to people well. But I think last but not the least, it pretty much provides happiness in the world. And I think sometimes people take for granted that Thanksgiving as a whole, as we celebrate Thanksgiving, It comes with a certain level of happiness. If you're in a very good and functioning family, and you're able to gather and sit around the table with them and have a great and fruitful conversation and reminisce all the things that you are thankful for.
Yep.
It gives you some type of unique happiness for the time being, and then it improves your mental health in the long run. So I just wanted to just jump in and give you what I really thought the benefits of gratitude are.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for that insight. We appreciate you.
I also think that, can you guys hear me? Okay. I also think that what do you call it? We shouldn't forget what people, like the things that people do for us too. I think that I'm just gonna use God for example. Sometimes we forget the things that God have done for us and just go, along our life being like, oh, I want this, I want that, but then we forget that all the other things that God have done for us in our life, just brush it off just because we have that and it's like out of the way.
Yeah.
I also wanted to say that I saw a video, right, and this person was interviewing.
Our course video was fine.
I just get all of them from our TikTok. Okay, so this guy was interviewing this billionaire, and he asked him what is his secret of having that much money. He was like, just give. When you give, God will send you more. So if you want to have more money, I guess start giving. Be like the mic that he was talking about, I guess.
Yeah, and Yao was saying on Zoom, if you give, like within yourself, it helps you. You become healthy. You're happy. So like at the end of the day, if you're giving a lot and like it's benefiting you, like, oh, I like doing this, like it makes me feel some type of way. Hey, you'll be healthy. You'll be happy. So keep doing the good work.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
saving yourself. What do you call it? Therapy money.
Therapy money. Yeah.
Any other questions, comments?
Anything last
Anyone on
thoughts,
Zoom?
anybody?
All right. Well, it was a great pleasure to have you guys here. And one more time, if y'all have something to say before we close the curtains on this show. Anything. Don't forget to mention your IGs too.
Okay. One more comment, if that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
K Music said, "Happy Thanksgiving to the white chocolate girl." Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
One more white
chocolate.
chocolates.
Oh, she's blushing.
Thank you.
Right.
But just white chocolate only, please.
Well, thanks for watching our Thanksgiving Talk podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, remember to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. Wishing you a joyful and gratitude-filled Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Right.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Thanksgiving, y'all.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Continue eating.